Nobody gonna help, bro?
Help me! Help me! Nigga! Help me!
What's good, y'all? This is 1T, and today we are appreciating Ong Bak 3. Now, this movie was honestly never meant to be. Tony Jaa's original grand scheme was to have a huge cinematic experience with Ong Bak 2, probably something like 3 hours like a Marvel movie, but he overshot a lot of things while making Ong Bak 2. Being that this was his very first project as head of everything, he was too green to solve all of the budgeting issues, and delays were happening. This stressed Tony Jaa out so bad, he literally went ghost for 2 months, just to meditate. This obviously ain't helped the production or the production crew. They were in the hole so bad that they ran out of time to create one whole movie, so they had to split it into 2. So all of the leftover budget, choreography, etc. was put into Ong Bak 3. And it shows. Ong Bak 3 is like that 3-day-old lasagna. You know it's left over, so it's not going to be as good as the plate before. You know it's almost trash, but it's good enough to eat and consume if there's nothing else going on. You know, that's Ong Bak 3. But I'm not going to trash the movie too much because just like me, this movie was never meant to happen. Pure accident. So let's get into it. The movie starts off with the
last time on Dragon Ball Z
intro, leading to Tien still in prison. The main bad guy, Rashetta, is not done torturing Tien yet, so he decides to put him through more, starting with beating by wooden staffs that's definitely breaking some bones, if not cracking them. After getting hit so hard that he can see his own ancestors, the guards gang up on Tien so Rashetta can talk shit one last time.
Fuck you, fuck the plane you flew in on, fuck them shoes, fuck the socks with the bell on it.
But that was the final straw as Tien drop kicks Buddy in the front. Then he uses another guard's staff to knock the one holding his chain out. After dropping the guard, he right hooks the hell out of the guard with that chain. Before we continue, let me go ahead and say this and get my pet peeve out the way. I blame all these niggas for letting this happen. Background characters in a fight only grind my gears when it's unforgivably obvious that they're just standing there. And this is unforgivably obvious. This movie does it a few times, so I just had to get that annoyance out the way. Well, after Tien whips the guard with the power of the 1800s, he goes on the offensive by choking out one, jabbing another with the chain, takes out the one behind him, and throat chops another in the front. The guards don't want it. They just seen what happened to the first 4 niggas. Well, there's always that one guy, and he gets one-shotted immediately. Then goes into a sequence of blocking to a counter, leading him being able to flip mans like he fell off a seesaw, taking 2 more before sweeping another off his feet, takes out another 2, then takes this man's soul away with the human Beyblade from hell. Tien squabbles with another pair, which leads to this beautiful jump spin to weave his opponents. He then follows this up by quickly removing one guard out of the equation, use one guard as a defense to another guard, take both guards' legs out, then get back in the mix with the rest of the guards. After a backflip to man's equilibrium, Tien dislocates the arm of another, then trampolines himself into a classic elbow strike. 2 things helping Tien right now. 1, only 2 people fighting at a time. Everybody else is waiting their turn like they ain't in bridge.
At least I did something instead of just standing there staring at them.
We do that a lot.
And 2, Tien got that dog in him. But that can still only last for so long, and after a full day of being a one-man army, they were finally able to wear Tien down. This leads to even more torture later that night for Tien, causing Tien's life to flash before his eyes. Okay, here's this witch or demon or whatever from the last movie doing some shit. But I just want to nitpick real quick. This shit should have been introduced in the second movie. Buddy was cool and all, but when he showed up, I had no idea who he was. And the fact that he gets overly flushed out in this movie and not the one that he actually showed up in, I'll explain that later, is beyond me. Now here he go putting some evil spiritual incense up my man's nose. Despicable. Luckily, man's a real smoke and hits a few Naruto signs before exhaling that evil out. I guess he didn't even want to play with having smoke with evil, cause he goes full monk right after that. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what's going on. Meanwhile, Rashetta is going through it mentally. His mind keeps going back to the curse that another lord has placed on him for betraying his trust and taking his life. Now he won't stop hallucinating. Rashetta wakes up in a cold sweat once the CGI got too scary, which is another obvious fact that showed me that this third movie was rushed. All the extras, locations, etc. got cut and CGI came in quickly to patch things up. But he ended up waking up to an assault at his front door. It turned out to be some of the warriors Tien trained with trying to free Tien. One makes it to Tien, but that witch interrupts with kicking mans off the tower, ending him. The YN from the last movie tries to avenge his fallen homie, but gets disrespectfully taken out as well. Ten Ring comes in only to get parried away so that the witch can weave a swordsman and take his weapon. Now the witch double backs on 10 Rings and ends him with a clean sword toss to the abdomen. Rashetta comes out to thank the witch for helping him out, and until this moment, I didn't realize these two never officially met. The witch actually came to tell Rashetta that he knows about the curse and that he's the only one who can break it, so Rashetta actually needs him. Wanting to finally end all of this, he finally decides to end Tien in the morning. Once the time finally arrives, right before Tien loses his life, a soldier shows up like,
Message!
and states that another king made a royal decree to free Tien and take him. Why?
I don't know.
Rashetta is obviously pissed, and before he gets to finish his discussion about sending assassins, another cursed hallucination happens, causing him to strike his own man down. But he's so lost in the sauce he can't even see it. Tien makes it to the town where Pim is at, but that reunion is short-lived as the assassins invade and rampages in search of Tien. The fighters there try their best to attack the assassins while Pim tries to make a break for it. But it all fails as the assassins are too much to handle. One villager was putting up a good fight, racking up more numbers with the twin sword than Leonardo, and was valiant enough to take out all but one. Before all hope is lost, someone comes out of nowhere and smacks the shit out of Mans. Had Man's helmet fly off. That hit hyped twin swords up one last time, and with the double team, they finished the last assassin.
Got him. We fucking got him.
The monk from earlier has now been delivered an injured Tien, and now we start our healing montage. The first of many. I'm just gonna complain now and get it out the way. This movie passed the runtime with a lot of montages. Should be looking like an overextended motivational music video on YouTube. It's driving me nuts, and there are way too many for my pleasure.
Well,
But Tien wakes up and Pim tries to give him comfort, but he's not in the mood for any of that. Bro's been beaten so bad that his bones locked up disfigured while healing. Tien is so distraught he was ready to end it all. But that same monk pretty much told him to man up and get his shit together. You know, in a monk style of way. So shit together he gets, leading into another montage. This one mixes flashbacks from the previous movie to help motivate him, and a padded runtime, to start slowly aligning his bones and body back to normal. But I'm just going to... Now that Tien is able to move, he needs to get back in top form. And who else better to teach him rhythm than Pim herself in this beautiful montage. This is cute and all, but I'm just gonna... So after Tien thanks the monk for helping him escape that dark place in his head, he knows that not only he needs peace in him, but he also needs that dog in him as well. So we start another fucking montage. I'm just gonna motherfucking... At this point, I was dead ass upset with the movie. Shit was feeling like a bunch of different leftovers on one plate in the microwave. I get it, it's all some type of training, but at a certain point, I just felt like Tony Jaa was just doing shit on camera to pad the runtime. Okay, back to Rashetta and his nightmares finally leading him to the witch's home to get the curse removed. Once inside, Rashetta gets hit with an OG evil haze, making him realize that the witch is actually with the original mans that cursed him. Rashetta tries to stab him, but it does nothing. Not much of a fan of all this witchcraft being introduced in the third movie, by the way. But Rashetta escapes and orders his men to kill him. After his supervillain landing startles everyone, he gets the first hit in with a double dropkick, then weaves this one's sword to toss this man through the brick wall. This one gets 5 fingers to the face before the witch weaves 2 and disorienting them before the third guard shows up. He then maneuvers to a triple kick combo. This unlucky bastard gets hit with the anime weave, then drop kick through the walls. Damn. 5 more guards show, but the witch simply leaps over 2 to take out the one in the back. Rashetta is on the outside helpless as he looks at the carnage. Got more bricks flying than when animators need to pay rent. This man gets 6-inch punched in the temple. Damn. Dislocate this one's arm, then gets tossed around like an ice rink partner to the collar. Now peep the technique. The witch parries both guards the same way to open up the chest. Peeps who recovered first to take away his offense before the second buddy strikes. Takes away that strike while kicking buddy's ribs to slow him down, while he sets up for a double strike. The fun's not over, as he slides under mans to introduce him to his new friend, Wallace. Then sets these 3 stooges up for a drop kick from hell. They now tossing spears, but that witch easily catches a few to smack this one over the head and spear another. He is in his bag now as he sends his buddy down the floor. He then makes this one slide down the pole like he's auditioning for King of Diamonds. The next 2 get their ankles broken and sent downstairs the hard way. A kick to the gut here and a flip there before relocating himself to take out all 5 guards at once. Damn, that was straight belt to ass, yo. Now it's just Rashetta left, and of course, he's scared shitless. And just like that, Rashetta's reign is over. Which is dumb. He was the sole purpose of Tien's revenge in the second movie. But he got Batman, remember? Then some terribly introduced non-bathing ass sorcerer ended that whole drama in the second half of the third movie. You took away Tien's sweet revenge, sir. And I'm not even talking about the witch. I'm talking about the one who greenlit this idea in the damn studio. What a waste. And his kingdom just rocks with it. They like, alright.
You got the juice now, man.
We then switch to Tien shadowboxing, when the village idiot accidentally brings the ops in. 2 of them get one-shotted immediately, then embarrasses another 2 before emoting on them boys.
Oh shit, my bad, bro.
Then took these niggas to Strike City with a devastating 14-hit combo between the both of them. And while this was happening, mans over here was building the biggest tolerance I've ever seen. I mean, I know he's special, but you could at least move to something, I don't know. After back-to-back hits, the man finally pulls the steel out to help the boys out, but mans get his whole momentum stopped and pushed back. Tien randomly finds a rope and starts whipping them boys like their new name is Toby.
Kunta Kinte. Damn! Steve! What I say about him so hard, man?
And this poor guy. Shit, that's what I was thinking. Tien runs back to the village to find his worst fears. And let me say this inspirational ass music while Tien is looking at a massacre is messing with me. The music sounds like Simba doing his first roar after he done killed Scar. There are bodies on the floor. Jeez. The perps are still there and attacks Tien and... Okay, listen. I was stumped for at least 30 minutes debating on if I should analyze this fight or just complain again, because this may be one of Tony Jaa's laziest fights in the movie. Maybe ever. I wanted to joke like he was doing some Ultra Instinct, but I can't even lie to myself. Like here, he moves a lot to make it look like he's doing a lot to do one move. Slow motion patty cake right here. Okay, the double elbows are clean. But then it gets real Looney Tunes lazy as guards fly into the smoke and then literally getting hilariously tossed around like a Fresh Prince scene. This fight was just lazy. Majority of it was in slow motion, like it was a Zack Snyder movie or something. But then after taking a closer look, I had to face the crushing reality that this ain't nothing but just another fucking montage. Oh my god. I can't deal with it. You montage the fight scene. Damn you, Tony Jaa. Damn you. Oh hell nah. I know this nigga ain't just drank from the fountain of tape ups. Cause where the hell did this babyface come from? And now he's the chosen one? What? What are we doing? Ong Bak 2 was about nothing but hands. I'm not a fan of all this mystical, elemental, dramatical shit that's going on in this third movie that they randomly introduced. Especially when there was no indication of any of this in the second movie. It's annoying. The witch is over here treating his new kingdom like a biblical Egypt, including Pym, and Tien shows up like let my people go. We get some cliche superhero dialogue before Tien see Pym get hurt, and then taken out officially. Tien is now in activate instant kill mode and starts off the assault by Mike Tysoning first buddy right here. Leaps over 3 to sleep 1. Rolls up to double kick as a defense. Face palms another before 3-piecing this man's to a face scratch. Then teep kick, parry to chop, back kick to elbow city. Damn! Kick to the nuts, casual leap to leaping knee. Oh, the movie is in his bag with this scene. Leaps over the homies to a double elbow. Then a dastardly cross to a so moving chop to a 2-for-1 sale. I don't even want to talk about it. Just bring it back. Oh my god, there was more. Now more backup arrives, but Tien welcomes the smoke regardless. He knees the hell out of this buddy before delivering another vicious cross. Flips another before b-boying on buddy into a 2-piece kick. Spin kick sandwich for mans right here. Spin cycle for the other buddy before rolling into a rude Sparta kick. Tien then leaps into a double knee, lands and side kicks buddy before jumping elbowing another. Tien then starts to hijack an elephant, kicks a driver off another elephant, then flips his driver to set him up for a jaw-shattering knee to the face. See, now this actually feels like it's an Ong Bak 3 fight scene. This one feels like it's competing with the second movie now. Ooh. Tien stays on the high ground for a little while longer as he takes out more riding soldiers. This man catches 2 knees before bouncing off the tusk like a backboard to kiss the ground. Then Tien does one final leaping knee before getting back on the ground. Lands a nice side kick before taking the enemy's weapon and going ham. Now it's an onslaught. Once the spear breaks, Tien lands a nice sweeping low kick, following that up with a gorgeous spinning kick to the face. Sweeps another off their feet before side kicking another. Also, gotta peep the sand jutsus Tien is using to blind the opponents first. But Tien continues with a double jump kick to slam mans, to giving this one an all-exclusive tour through Elbow City. Nobody gonna help, bro?
Help me! Help me! Nigga! Help me!
Too late, nah, he dead.
I'm just waiting for the pain to set in, bro.
But before they reach Tien, more anime shit. When did this man get bitten by a radioactive spider? Why is he this strong? When have we ever established Tien being this strong? Tien leaves
Bodies, 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 bodies!
right before I'm so mad. But obviously we not ending the movie with Tien losing again. So, with that being said, of course, the best fight scene in the movie was nothing more than a
What if?
in reality, everyone is just waiting to see what he'll do. Like that spear idea still ain't an option. Then, out of nowhere, he uses his chosen one powers to thunder shock the witch and I don't know. Whatever is happening to these niggas. This is so dumb. The witch is trying to recover by doing some shit. But here comes Tien. So the final battle between good and evil begins. Tien weaves a spinning right and 3 hooks before dancing back. Round 2 starts and Tien is defensively sound. Not only blocking everything, but calmly letting him know that he can really do something to him. Like chill, bro. The witch doesn't chill and gets a palm to the chest. Then 2 palms to the chest. To this disrespectful shit. Blocks 2 knees. Uses the 3rd attempt to grab on. Put him on his back foot to easily flip mans into the water. Tien over here looking like he finna baptize him. He doesn't, but he does give him a good sermon on these hands. Chapter 3 verse 8. Thou shalt parry trash swings and exert thy dominance through humiliation to utterly flip mans into thy water. Weave the evil spirit spin kick to thy 5 fingers to thou's enemy's face, to embarrass man some more before sending the spirit to the shadow realm.
In his name, let the church say amen. Amen. Amen again.
Tien gets back to handling mans until the witch uses his own sand jutsu on Tien, which helps him Sparta kick the shit out of Tien and ends that combo with a nasty drop kick. The witch uses the spear idea for real this time and
C-A-P Cap!
oh hell nah. When I call Cap, I'm talking about Captain America, Captain Hook, Captain Crunch, Captain Morgan, captions, the capital of 50 states. I can go on forever, but that is not what the fuck happened. I edit, nigga. I slowed down the game footage. Look at this shit. Dead, bruh. Dead. He was hit and was being pushed back by the spear in his chest. He was holding the spear after the spear is already inside him.
Pause, bro.
I never heard nothing that crazy.
That was pretty wild.
The witch is obviously pissed at the plot armor, so he attacks Tien, but Tien just takes him outside to just start embarrassing him some more. Nah, he picked mans up like he was serving him to a party of 2, right before falling to his death by elephant tusk. After that, we end the movie off with Tien and the remaining villagers praying to Ong Bak. This movie was a struggle bus. Not the worst movie in the world, but a struggle bus nonetheless. Compared to the glory of Ong Bak 2, this was definitely a failed sequel. From the mystical elements that was introduced randomly in this movie, to the bad fight scenes that did not compare to Ong Bak 2, to the rushed CGI, and to the awful montages that was only there to pad the runtime. But there were some good hands thrown from time to time. Some moves were nice, giving this whole movie a 3 out of 5 stars. A sloppy and exhausting 2-piece and a biscuit. My favorite fight of the movie is the imaginary fight between Tien and the witch's army. It's a shame the highlight of the movie ain't even canon, but it's obvious that this dream scene was the most polished scene of the movie. Whew. That was a struggle, but I know Fight Club won't be as much of a struggle as that was. It's been a minute, but I got hopes for that movie. But you already know, like if you like the video, subscribe if you like the content. Till next time, Y'all be easy.